I know nobody wants to hear this, but welcome back to another Kendo Tips video. My name is Jose, I'm a Yondan in Kendo, and today we're going to talk about basics of footwork and some common mistakes and how to fix them. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel, and I'm also streaming on Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to share your thoughts, you want to come say hi, you have any questions, you can pass by the channel at that time, and I'll be going live Sundays 3:30. So come hang out and don't forget to subscribe. As you may know, I previously made a video on Fumikomi and Fumikiri, which I'm going to put in a playlist right here. And in those videos, I talked about the function of the right leg and the left leg a little bit separated. So today I'm going to try to put those two together and show you or tell you a little bit about how those two work together. As you know, there are different types of footwork. You have ayumiashi, okuriashi, and suriashi, and they'll have their different place and time to be used. So today I'm going to base myself on this video onto basic okuriashi. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you just one step. Now, I'm gonna play this right here. What I'm doing here is that I'm pushing first with my left leg, and my right leg, once it lands, is pulling me forward. Let me tell you what I'm not doing. I am not trying to hold all my weight on my right leg as my left leg comes forward. There's one thing that we need to do in order to have very good successful footwork, is that not only we need to push with the left and then pull with the right, we need to make the conscious effort to bring the left leg to the position where it needs to be so you can move again. What I'm trying to do on each footwork is that I am holding my weight on my left leg as much as possible, and then when my right leg it's about to or is made contact, depending on how deep I'm stepping, I'm pushing with my left leg to kind of keep that momentum forward in order that I don't have to rest all my weight on top of my right leg. Mind you, I'm doing this with jeans and it's kind of uncomfortable, so that's why I'm trying to keep the steps a little bit shorter too. So what I'm doing here is I'm pushing with my left, I am landing with my right, and as I'm landing, my left leg is also pushing forward, which is the fumikiri, like that little last push. And then my right leg is also helping me pull my left leg forward. Now, there's another thing that I kind of like to say, that is like right when you are back on kamae, your left leg should be anchored, already pushing down the floor forward. My foot is pushing, trying to make my leg and my body go forward rather than up. That anchor for me is very important, especially when you're doing multiple waza, rensaku waza. You want to make sure that your left leg is ready to push you forward to take the next technique, the next attack. What I want to do is I want to share with you this little video right here. The kenshi on the right is Furukawa sensei. My footwork and my kendo is not perfect, so that's kind of wanted to like give you a little bit of contrast with some good footwork. So if you see here, he is, look at the left leg, he is pushing with the left leg, and at the last moment he does a little bit of a kick, that fumikiri. Then the right leg, it's pulling forward. Because of the length, your body kind of dips a little bit. You want to try to keep the same level, but your body it's naturally going to dip a little bit. One thing that I try to avoid is I try to avoid putting my weight down on my right leg only. To explain it better, I guess, what I'm going to say is that the weight of my body, it's in motion because of that push with the left leg. I think that's why when you see a high performer's kenshi versus someone that may be as strong as that person is but is not so good in the technique, when they land the Fumikomi, it looks kind of like they're like bringing their whole body up, where when you have good footwork, your right leg doesn't have to do that much work up. It does the work to bring you forward, but it doesn't have to do the work to bring you up. Does that make sense? It's a little bit. What I'm saying is that you want to try to avoid this as much as possible. When you do good footwork, it your body is in motion already, so your right leg doesn't have to work so much to bring you up. I don't know, did that help at all? Anyways, let me know in the comments below. That is kind of a little bit of the breakdown on basics for footwork. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more with this video in the future. I'm probably going to be making more videos to be a little bit more specific, but that is the core basics. I think it's just good practice to just understand the mechanics and the physics of how it should be. So I know I made the video of the Fumikiri and Fumikomi separate, and when we talk about it, we talk about them a little bit like separated, right? But the truth is that depending how deep or how short your step is, they are maybe going to overlap. When I'm doing a long step, my left leg pushes. It starts the Fumikiri right when my foot is touching the floor. But if you watch Furukawa Sensei, right? His Fumikiri, he's doing the Fumikiri before the foot it's supporting his weight. So depending how deep or how short their step is, that the action of Fumikiri and Fumikomi may overlap with each other. Here's a different angle. I push with my left and then pull with my right. So in shorter steps, I push left, Fumikiri right at the moment of the foot landing. If you understand the concept of going forward, going back is the same thing. You push with the forward leg, the left leg catches you, and then there's a little bit of a kick to push you back. So I guess if you see it that way, you can understand better the use of the left leg to go forward. Look, starting from kamae, I push back, I land my left leg, but then right about this moment right here, there's a little bit of a kick to bring you back. I think that concept might be a little bit easier to understand. So if you try to do that on the way forward, I think you'll be pretty good. If you can, record yourself and post it on Instagram and tag me on Instagram, and we can have a discussion about it. Maybe I can do a stream about it too. Even though this footwork is very basic, this type of footwork, most likely we're going to use it to approach our opponent, to kind of like put pressure on the opponent and create an opening. Let me share with you some of the best tips I gotten to improve my footwork. I know nobody wants to hear this, but practice slow. If you practice slow, learn the mechanics, it's going to improve your footwork 1,000%. I mean, maybe not 1,000%, maybe 2,000%. I don't know how much 1,000%, but you get the point. The other thing is that you should be able to practice your footwork short and long. Remember, we're going to be using this type of footwork to approach our opponent, to make an opening. Sometimes maybe we have to chase the opponent, but sometimes the opponent is being very still. You just want to make sure that you get into your comfortable isokuito no kama. So you want to make sure that you have the ability to change and shift between short and long steps, and you should be fluid to do either short or long steps. That being said, you want to make sure that after each step, you're ready to move forward again or backwards, wherever you need to. So make sure that you don't have to do any adjustment after you do each footwork. I know at the beginning might be a little bit robotic. I know what you've seen today might have been also a little bit robotic. But when you're doing Keiko, you want to take these concepts, internalize them, and be free to express yourself through your Keiko. I know you want to do it fluid, I know you want to do it fast, but if you practice it slow, you learn the mechanics, you internalize the mechanics, you'll be able to be free and express yourself better during Keiko. So take the time, experiment with it, break it down. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions of any videos that you want me to make, let me know. And again, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video and hit that like button. I'll catch you in the next video.